Good morning. All right. Let's see, 7 o'clock. Max, no, don't do that. And then that one. All right. All right, pretty baby. What's going on here? All right, good morning, good morning. All righty. We have Sag, Cancer, Libra left. All right, is that it? Sag, Cancer, Libra. All right. Let's just pop into Libra. All right. Good morning. Oh, yeah, we did Libra too. Well, we did Leo, and it felt like Libra. So, and I kind of want to stay away from water. It's because that shadow's there. Got the Magician. Let's do Sag. Let's do Sag. Okay. Sorry, guys. All right. Sagittarius. The 4th through the 15th. Ten of Wands. 3 of Pentacles. There could be a contract in order. Someone's saying like hush hush. Remember that song, Hush Hush? Or was it Rush Rush? I feel like we've been through that before. Someone could be worried about the consequences here. You could be dealing with a Virgo. Hold on. Ten of Wands, 3 of Pence, 9 of Air, the Hermit, the Punishment, which is the Hangman. Again, I feel like someone's worried about an outcome, a consequence. Someone could actually physically be like dreaming. Somebody could be into anime. I just don't like the depiction on this Ten of Fire. It's just an awful depiction. Because it's not like playing games. You know what I mean? So, like, physical trauma or something sexual, like, it just, again, it's like I feel like people's physical traumas, anything sexual is coming to light. Or like coming to the surface for some reason. Well, not for like some reason, but kind of like you need to look at something differently here. I do think there's like definitely a contract. And it's like needing to soul search. And again, this could just be somebody who's extremely dominant and likes to play games like that. As long as like you're down. I almost wish like there was a blindfold on her. Like it was a game or something, you know. But I guess that could kind of make it worse too. And then you have this woman, very casual, out of this painting. And I do like this card. It's like the only one that's just very like gentle and dainty. But it talks about anxiety. But it's like coming back to life at the same time. So needing to look at something different, needing to, I wouldn't even say a sacrifice. I really think what's going on here for Sagittarius is change. Like you go in a new direction and, you know, there's consequences to it. But it's the new direction you're thinking about is probably more exciting. You got them, which is at the Seven of Swords. So this is like when two people sleep together and they're like, why did I do that again? Thinking it was going to work, you know? Because somebody is thinking about somebody else. So it's probably this energy over here. And you got the Six of Cups reminiscing with the Eight of Cups. This is somebody who wants to scroll back into, not scroll, stroll back into somebody's life. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Thank you, Shannon. So somebody went back to somebody when you guys were separated. Or if it's not that, it's just you went back to this after you guys separated or had a situation that wasn't like great. Because you're like Sag needs to kind of like soul search and make the best decision for you right now. You really need to look at something differently. Like, do you really want this person? Do they fulfill you? They could. Except when I went to go start this reading, I chose these cards intentionally for depiction, not really like what it was in regards to, you know, it was really about depiction. And if it was like excitement, passion, lust, creativity, you know, disgust, desire, and when I'm not even getting really any of those. Maybe I think Earth had some of it. And this is desire. You know, this is like a longing. So somebody really misses somebody. You could really miss them. But you're just like, you know what? You might you might change your mind, but I don't think you know what's going on over here. But they are thinking about you. But this person could be reminiscing about their marriage, or if they were with somebody for like a long time. They could look up at the sky and think about you. They could have a black cat. They could have a horse. They could like the color brown. They might climb ladders. They could have birds. An apple tree. They could grow tulips. So yeah, there's something with the depiction. Something could have happened in the fall. That's been coming out a lot lately too. There's doves here. Someone could actually have a sword. We used to have a Japanese sword. This guy my mom used to work with, used to go to Japan a lot and bring her back things. I don't know why. And then there was this Asian store. I almost said Oriental, but that's like, you don't say that anymore. You say Asian. So I don't know if there's a racist thing here or something with Japan. I just heard article clothing, so I don't know if somebody might have an article of clothing of yours. But you really need to soul search here. And you have someone over here that's heavily longing and reminiscing and wanting to be with you again. And I do feel like this is two different energy. There could be some drama in regards to communication, or somebody could be at a distance. They could be distancing themselves from you. They could be going through a family situation right now. Let me see the energy between the two of you before I start going into other decks. And even with Sag, I felt like getting all the energy on the board before I even started the reading. So, we've got the moon, the birds and the bees, apples and the trees. You have the moon, the Six of Pentacles, Five of Swords. So, and the King of Pentacles. Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck, High Priestess, Three of Swords. Just looking for... Well, the Eight of Wands hasn't come out of the deck yet. Look at that. Very translucent. I like it. I like it. I like it. I do. I'm just looking for... Just looking for a king real quick. Maybe it's not this deck. There's something with the depiction I'm looking for with the King of Cups. Alright, maybe it's not this deck. The Moon, Six of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. There's something with an ancestor here, too. Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It was the Six of Swords. So arguing, I don't think it's ego because it's the energy between the two of you. So it's almost like you don't see it, but you both want reciprocation. You both want equal give and take. You both want to like hash something out. You both want to stop the Five of Swords energy. I also like look at this as like wanting to like win. Let me see if I can get anything with this deck. I haven't used this deck in a while, so I'm kind of hesitant because I'm getting let go. But that was trust and healthy boundaries. So this just, it could be you're both emotional, but I don't think so. I think you're just hiding how you feel, or somebody is hiding how they feel and not letting you know. But same thing with you got shine. So this last, I feel like it's the last moon transit in compassion. That's interesting because I do feel like this last moon transit, and not the full moon coming in, I mean the new moon, it was the full moon that we just had. And now at the new moon, as if like this didn't come in. So something had to settle. So I don't know, considering compassion is here. It's interesting on how something played out. Like there's more behind the scenes than you're aware of. Meditation with the Five of Swords. So it you both might think that it's going to be like an instant argument or something. There's something here with music that can tame your energy, and a lot of purple. So you're both thinking like, no way. It's just not going to happen. This energy is a little more delicate than this energy. It looks like you really have to be like, do I want it? Do I not? You got manifest over here. Pisces just went through something like that too, an inner child. So definitely working on something deep over here. And you might not even be aware of it. It could have been something as a child. It could have been something as, it has to do with your heart chakra. That's for sure. And you have compassion right here. I don't even think you're conscious of this. Like you're conscious of it. Like you probably know what I'm talking about, but like, it's not an energy that, for some, it's not an energy that you think about whatever this is all the time. I mean, this could be you really longing and wanting somebody. You're really hoping they were going to see something differently or change their mind, and they haven't. They could be realizing it now. You do got fifth dimension and inspiration right there. Muse. Everybody says that differently. Tomato. Putin. You got inner child twice. Twin flame communication. So new direction. So I think this past winter you started going in a new direction. And I do think you were conscious of it. But there's really something here. I also feel like there's a like a project or something extremely spiritual, in the sense of like wherever your Virgo lies, like with the Hermit, like you're an old soul. You can take this that you came into the world with, this inner child, and spread the energy. It's like spreading seeds. Like you'd be a really good public speaker, lawyer, good at representing, good at self-advocating. So there was a big shift and something that went down in the winter that sent you in a new direction. So that's starting to come to life. I don't think that's you really having to work on. You do have a sexual thing happening, trauma, possibly, some of you. And then others of you, it's not like that. It's literally you have the gift to bring out people's inner child, which people don't have anymore. As soon as they start school, it just gone. But I also just saw fireworks. So you have a beautiful gift over here. Let's see what's going on with them over here. So you need to have more positive thinking, like, and I do think it's more the Sagittarius here, Mars, Mars, Venus, Sun, Moon, Rising. And the Sun, Moon, Rising just started to come out within the last day or two. It was really Mars and Taurus and Pluto I was working with. But I kept forgetting to mention Pluto. And Mercury. So I think it's you needing to look at something differently. And it's almost like it gives you anxiety. There's something about this contract or this new start that keeps you up, gives you anxiety. But your soul knows it's right. So that's like starting anything new. Anything new gives anxiety. So, you know, maybe wear certain jewelry, work with certain stones, hold certain stones that really help. Talk to your stone before you start. It almost reminds me of Made in Manhattan, how when he was a public speaker, he would take a keep wanting to say toothpick. He would take a paper clip and he would just hide it and hold it down low and do that at the same time. It's like training your brain. You can convince yourself that it works, and this isn't a bad convincing. This is actually going to help, so it's not one of those things where you convince yourself like this isn't going to work. And then it's almost like you start to believe it. You know what I mean? I feel like I think a lot of people here already feel that way. So I feel like there's going to be some type of probably divine intervention here. And somebody here is having like a spiritual awakening. So you might have some communication within the next, couple weeks. They're seeing something differently for sure. And you guys share a past life together, or they're starting to awake to this past life. Like they're seeing you in their dreams, certain situations they're not really understanding. This is giving them a spiritual awakening. So when this does come around, try to be gentle on yourself and on this situation. I know it looks like it's going to be really tough, but I really think you have, I'm hearing adaptability. You can adapt to what this is, so, you're either going to work it out, and it could be just your boss or a family member. It's somebody you're not really wanting to like work with, but like you also need to shift your perspective here and look at it from their point of view as well, because you're more like rampant rage cage energy, and this one's more like a lot of passion. There's some like disappointment and some sorrow with the choices they made. You know, we all make choices, and some of us learn from them and others do not. Okay, so for right now, I think it's really important for my Sagittarius is to work on just playful energy, having fun, enjoying life, because that, you know, that inner child, that aura right now of yours is extremely strong, and it's craving your attention. And Sagittarius are good at that, but this is like your own attention, giving yourself like, and again, Sagittarius is good at that. So I don't know if you're just going through a phase where you weren't really kind of, it's like beautifying yourself as well, you know. But it's feel good energy, the things you put into your body, the perfume. I just heard the perfume, the scent. So it could be even like, I'm hearing citrus would be really good for you, like a lemon and orange oil. I still feel like I'm missing cards here. It just feels so little. And I did have some fall the other day, but I was like, that's it. And it felt like a lot fell, but they're not here. All right. I think that was what, like 79 or something, so I miscounted. So I guess they are all here. I mean, they were sitting over here and there's no more, so the deck just feels a lot lighter today, so I don't know. All right, that was Sagittarius. Ace of Air, we don't have that left. We did Sag. I didn't timestamp Sag. I'm assuming it was probably around 5. I was going to go to Cancer, but let's do Libra because I said Libra in the beginning of the video. And then I felt bad that I didn't go to Libra. I switched it up to Sag. So Libra it is. And then all we'll have left will be Cancer and then the redo of Scorpio. And I'll do that when I get back from physical therapy. Unless I have time to do that. All right, Libra, the 4th through the 15th. King of Air. If you're dealing with an Aquarius. 4 of Pentacles. I don't know if you're teasing somebody. If you're sabotaging something. I don't know if like you're showing off, you have an ass in each picture and then 2 men. I don't know if you just, this is like, oh, somebody's being cold, but I know they're a giant teddy bear. If you're a stripper, Kessel, you don't need to hiss at anybody. Max is over here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll get to members today or tomorrow at the latest. I got to figure out how to go live. I got to figure out how to post on it. I got to figure out how to even like get on it. I'm going to have to watch a video on it. If you're a stripper, this could be like somebody you kind of like run into or you admire, but you're worried about, you know, this person is not going to be okay with what you do at work. It's going to shift. Somebody could have lied about how they feel about you. If you are a stripper, please be careful because this King of Air looks shady as fuck in this deck. And the last time it came out when I clarified it, it was shady. And you do have the 7 of Air there. So, looks literally shady or crazy. Like shady or insane. I'll put it that way. So, I don't know if this energy already rolled back into your life or it's about to roll back in your life. I heard putting on the Ritz. So it's like you're putting on a show. If you notice, her ass is in every photo here. And then you have 2 men. It's almost like you're playing games or somebody loves your ass. What was it, like 2 weeks ago was all about your lips. This seems to be all about your ass or something. So this doesn't look like thinking you want anal or anything like that in regards to your ass. This looks more like this looks more like somebody else is possibly reminiscing, like could be doggy style and they like looking at your ass. I mean, this has a lot of like sexual detail considering there's not really sex here. And it's ironic because I was just saying to you guys that by depiction, I wasn't getting this energy. And that's what I assumed I was going to get when I started reading these with the cards that I chose. So there is a lot of sexual energy here, but you would never know it. Like you would never know it. You'd never know this person was admiring you, thinking about you, looking at your photos, your social media, like, you know, and it is, you could be dealing with somebody who's greedy and it's like me, or, you know, or you're greedy or you tease or you're teasing this energy and you're fucking with this energy. So this could be very playful and you just come across an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and they're really sweet. It could be somebody from your past or it's somebody that reminds you of somebody you've dealt with in the past. So I do feel like there's also really good energy here, not just like watch out because something's shady. I do feel like there can be some sweet energy here going on. Again, you could just be flirting, but this person has been admiring your ass. So I don't know if like it's somebody who has an opportunity to look at your ass, the gym, the way you walk, going up the stairs in your apartment, you know, whatever it may be, this person has like, could even be the grocery store. You know, like somebody didn't say anything to you, but they were watching you go down each aisle, and they were just really admiring your ass. Or you're taking a picture of your ass and you're sending it to like somebody, or you're reminiscing, like, remember when I had a better ass? Like, or ass injections, is that a thing? I think it's a thing. So let's get their energy. 8 of Wands, wanting to reach out, wanting to communicate. It's quick energy. Something feels sticky. Ace of Wands. So this does feel extremely sexual. Ten of Swords, though. Something happens here, but you still masturbate to this energy, or they still masturbate to you. And you got the Moon. So this is somebody that could prefer to be single. They could prefer to be a bachelor. You got Justice at the bottom of the deck. This is very sexual energy. But I feel like somebody is either with somebody right now, the person you're about to meet or talk to, because I feel like it's somebody who's like admiring you here. They could just be going through a shit ton right now. The Ten of Swords and the Moon are very emotional stage in their life, but at the same time looking for excitement, wanting to test the water. Fifth dimension and barrier. So you might actually want to what's the energy? Let's see. 8 of Wands. Inner child. So this could be you from the previous read. I hate to combine it, but it's Libra, and what did we just do before? Sag. It could just be where your Venus is or your Mars. It could be them working on their own inner child, or it's communication. It does feel like an opposite energy with inner child. And the Three of Swords. So yeah, there's something that they're experiencing right now that's painful, and they're reminiscing about you or something in their past. I don't know if you're aware of anything that went down with this particular person. I do feel, and it's not just because inner child came out, I do feel some of you are dealing with somebody who has Sag in one of those placements, and it could even be a Sag moon or the 10th house, which is Capricorn. That would be a tough Venus and Mars. I feel like it's a combination. So they might have a lot of planets, a lot of ruling planets in a lot of Capricorn in their chart. In Sag, that would confuse the Sag energy for sure. It'd be like stop, go, stop, go. It'd be like, holy shit. Like this, I feel like this person's chart is hard to maneuver. Like some people's chart, it's easy to maneuver and to work through things. I feel like whoever you're dealing with here, they have more karmic energy. This is somebody who came into the world with a lot of conditioning, a lot of family karma. It's like year after year. Reincarnation after reincarnation. Like, who's going to break the cycles? And it's up to this person. Will they do it? I don't know. Can they do it? Bob the Builder. So you could be dealing with Bob here. Bob has not come into this reading since I lived in the condos. So if they apply themselves, they can do it. But right now it's more reminiscing. So I feel like it's this person that's reminiscing about you and possibly like other people, but for right now it's more your energy. And they're holding back, or this is an energy you're going to want to hold back on. I guess we'll find out. Let's see the energy between you two. Could be something with the number 4. You have the 4 twice. Could be somebody's life path number. You got the 9 of Pentacles. I do like this 9 of Pentacles. It's kind of like doing family things. So there is something here with generational. There is something here with generational energy. you have this energy that wants to approach you. They could like that you have kids. They could like that you want a family. They could like how you dress. Here's the 4 of Cups. Maybe they're assuming you're just going to reject them, and in your brain you are going to reject them. I'm not quite sure where you're at, because this is this person kind of reminiscing. And it's almost like this energy, they're still kind of going through that 3 of Swords energy that's right there, as if like there was some type of interference, or again, you were just dating somebody and they were dating multiple people. Maybe, I don't think it's a runner chaser, but maybe you never slept with this person. Maybe it was always just flirting, but they were in a relationship. And for all I know, you obviously could have cut that off because you found out. It's something clearly went down, and this person is heavily thinking about you. I think if, your energy is here, but not like their energy is more potent and overpowering the energy. Mountain mama, take me home. So last time I read Libra, you could be dealing with a Leo, because it felt like Leo energy, but it was Libra. And I don't remember what that was for you guys. You could be considering adoption. You could be a foster mom. But I think this speaks of confidence. But welcome. This speaks of confidence, but this is like somebody who admires you. I'm getting a lot of admiration here. I wouldn't say you're both stuck. I feel like it's just one of you, and somebody needs to decide where they're going to invest. Because I feel like this is you, but then the 7 of Pentacles could have been something they invested in. And again, it could be a family situation over here. Something didn't work out. Sometimes when things don't work out, people are just like, oh, I'm better off alone. They decide to be alone. You know what I mean? You got the Star. So I do feel like somebody possibly could be being guided, but is worried about how something's going to pan out here. I just got pulled to hold my crystal. So again, I did mention that in one of the readings. I think it was just this morning. I want to make it clear, guys, when I channel and I do my readings and I don't remember the previous reading, it's because my brain is focused on this one. Especially when you hear me say, was that today? Because I swear it was today I mentioned that, but it could be yesterday and it feels like today. But I did just mention something about anxiety and holding a stone. So I feel like you could be dealing with an Aquarius, but I also feel like it's some type of divine timing here. And I don't typically look at the stars divine timing. This almost reminds me of like your wishes are about to come true, but nobody's seeing a blessing here. There's definitely a disguise here. I want to see, oh yeah, the inner child. I want to see if you're linked to that right there. Because whatever this is affecting the root chakra and the sacral chakra, but I was going to say the root chakra and not the heart chakra. The root and the sacral, maybe. And there's that conflict. But wasn't there conflict in the other one now that I think about it, up here? So This is like they know if they start something new, it causes conflict, or it's the conflict between you two. Like something didn't end in a kosher manner. And again, if you're in a relationship, it could just be like an argument. Or this, you're simply just conflicted on whether or not or they're simply conflicted whether or not to approach you after some dishonesty. And I want to say the Seven of Swords and the Moon were just in whatever I read. And what did I just read? I started with Sag, right? Yeah, because I was going to do Libra. And then I switched it to Sag. Throat chakra. And there was something with communication. And that's communication. So this energy really wants to approach this energy or say something or deal with this so they can approach this. Let's see what this is first. What is this Nine of Pentacles? What can you tell us about this Nine of Pentacles? I think this is a lot of admiration and desire. Healthy boundaries. Nostalgia. So it is the way somebody is looking at you. So I feel like something needs to be set up first. Dark night of the soul and family. So yeah, there's definitely a family situation here. Like I said, I feel like you're one of these. You're either this one or that one. You got deception. So this could actually be you and this could actually be them. And it's like before somebody can come forward, or you're dealing with somebody who's dealing with a lot of family drama and conflict. Like I said, I feel like this person came into this world with heavy karma. And you could have an easier chart and it's up to you. Maybe you're getting tested. Your chart is being tested whether or not you're going to hold somebody's hand through their karma or take on some of their karma. Because this looks pretty fucking heavy with multiple people. This is like being in bed with somebody, sleeping with somebody, and thinking about somebody else. And this other person could be like, clearly you've been with somebody else. You can tell when somebody's been with somebody else for a while because then the sex is different. And the person that's been with you for a long time realizes that sex is different. So it's almost like you got two comics here going through the ringer right now. And then there's something about your energy that's triggering something. So again, if this is you want to put up the healthy boundaries, focus on the family. The Nine of Pentacles doesn't usually talk about a dark night of the soul, so it does feel like it's the other energy going through this. But it does feel like you can get past this conflict, and it does feel like you guys are dealing with somebody who has air as a moon sign or Sag. Or just fire, because Leo felt like Libra. So somebody has some type of fire in their chart and it's conflicting them because it's go, go, go. And then they're battling like a Capricorn energy or a Cancer energy. Feels more like an earth energy, but whatever it is emotional. They are gonna, you kind of both want the communication, but it's, or you're waiting for it, or you know it's kind of destined to come back around, but everybody here is just kind of like waiting for the next move. You could be a healer, so you might reject this energy because all they want is ass. And it would make sense because you got the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Wands. And I said that in another reading within the last 48 hours in one of these 18 pluses. And I was like, no way, I wouldn't take it. Was it the Shadow Scorpio, maybe? I feel like it wasn't, though. I feel like it was a different reading. But I feel like you have a spiritual ability here. You might want to go see a healer. Yeah, see, healthy body. This is all about your mindset here. And you got music, and that came out. I just got the goosebumps. You are dealing with a Libra. I mean, a Sag. I'll put it this way. A fire sign. Whoever you're dealing with has, I wouldn't even say strong fire. It's just the fire is conflicting right now. They don't know how to work through a fire energy. And that message could be for you too. I didn't even clarify you guys yet. You could be dealing with a drinker or an addiction with drinking or pills. It could be an addiction here. But it doesn't look like that's really an issue. I mean, it could obviously be an issue, but it's not strong in the reading. The shadow, yeah. That's careful manifesting. You don't want to do that. That's that strong message I think I gave Pisces with conscious manifestation. But this has to do with a family situation that somebody else is going through and where they invest. And again, like there's a very karmic cycle here. Because I feel like this is their family and this is you. Let's go over here to you. Let's see what the Seven of Swords is with the Six of Cups. Healing. So you just had that healing energy over there. So healing from something or there, healthy boundaries. I knew to put this back in the other ones because I felt like it was linked to this energy. So this is somebody that needs to put up healthy boundaries in regards to a family member. And it's probably a divorce here or a death because the dark night of the soul is life-changing, life-altering. And there's very nostalgic energy here. There's nostalgic energy here. And there's Six of Cups nostalgia here. There's nostalgia. You guys are very nostalgic about each other. But this person is very nostalgic about their family too. And something went, I want to say, horribly wrong. Somebody could have did something out of regret. Again, be careful. Like somebody here could have did a rebound with a situation over here and you were a catalyst. So multiple lessons here, multiple energies to transmute with this situation. What's this Four of Pentacles? You guys are linked to the number 4 too. And 4 is, stability, taking a break, rest. You got joy. So you're holding back on your own happiness, or they're holding back on their own happiness. And this is like a lesson. Like I said, it's like a teaching here. It's like learning from your mistakes. So again, your energy is here, Libra, but it's not. It's this other energy. And that's exactly how Leo's read went. But I don't feel the presence of a Leo energy. That's the funny thing. So this must be some type of opposition in your chart that you guys are working through. Because this can bring happiness. But there's there's boundaries and obstacles to go through, and then there's working through the mental conflict as well. And there's a lot of sexual energy, a lot of sexual reminiscing too. Like you guys kind of, whoever this was to you guys, it's like two peas in a pod. Flirting, sexual chemistry, great sex. And Pluto is retro right now. And I want to say Gemini is in Mercury. Mercury is in Gemini right now. It's not retro, but this is where like things from the past are coming into play. And if you don't play them out, this is where Pluto retro gets the best of you guys. You know? So that's where this Mercury vibe is coming from. And Mercury rules Gemini too. And Virgo energy. So, and I'm hearing Libra. So you could have Libra and Gemini. I mean, yeah, you could have Libra in the house of Gemini, but you could also have Libra in Mercury. Because I'm getting a lot of Mercury vibes here. Let's see what this moon is real quick. To me, it's reminiscing, and, you know, I think there's a lot of regret here too. And someone needing the courage to get out of a cycle and start something new. Rites of passage came through as well. So again, like I said, lots of conditioning. But like this is energy that you can get through. Let me get your best advice. Learn from this, move on from this. Open up your heart chakra, work on it. Work through this conflict. So I feel like this person, I feel like you guys have a psychic connection, first of all. Because it's almost like you know you can get through this too, but you don't know if you want to. And this person feels like you're going to reject them, and in your brain you're like, fuck yeah, fuck this. You know, but this is more about healing and letting go of resentment and conflict. What's this? Forgiveness. And this is a situation to learn from. Yeah, life purpose. So this is definitely a destined situation. There's bigger fish to fry. Something completely fell apart over here. Here's the deal too. If you guys were a catalyst and say somebody was in a marriage, did have a family, they split up. They got a divorce. Are they blaming you? I don't think so. But somebody could have used you as a rebound, and that's what triggered this tower. Somebody went through a tower already. Because there's something here that you had to go through that puts you on your life path, your last pinnacle. This is I'm hearing like you're leaving a legacy. And there's somebody here struggling as if they feel like they failed, or they saw their entire life with this person, but it's not. It has something to do with you. And it could even be, you know, if it's not sexual, at one point I think it was, but if it's not sexual, this could be a work situation, and this person doesn't want you to work with this person, but you're not going to quit your job. It can be it's something like that. You were a catalyst for this energy. That's a fucking given. And for 50% of you, if it's not that other energy with like work, like this, like you guys have a bigger fucking purpose here. So their entire life collapsed in front of their eyes when they made the decision to interact with you. And you may never hear from this person again. You could have been a catalyst. That's slim, but it's reality, and it does happen. And it's because they had to get on their life path. And the people in their life probably wouldn't accept this. They wouldn't be able to get to their life purpose. They would have just stayed in the matrix. And if this is you, this is a contract. Which again, I'd go watch Sagittarius. Because it's the Sag within your chart that needs to kind of get something on the ground. This is a big deal with the life purpose being here. This other energy belongs in this life, or definitely was just a catalyst to get this energy out. And remember, you could all know each other here too, which is even stickier, because this person has a lot of family karma. They came into this world with a lot of family karma, not just a couple people, multiple people. You know, this is somebody that saw themselves with this person for the rest of their lives, and they're still trying to figure out what the fuck went wrong. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. When my marriage ended, I wouldn't be where I'm at today if I didn't go through that divorce. There's no fucking way I'd be here with you guys right now. No fucking way. And it's the same with this energy. I never saw me and my husband splitting like that. I mean, at certain points, like I saw different visions, you know, of my future with a fenced in yard and certain stuff. Like, you know, it's almost like me, like when I get a house, I'm designing exactly what I saw because I know it's part of my blueprint. And I wasn't going to get there with him. I thought I was, but I wasn't unless we made major moves to different states and certain stuff. He was an amazing landscaper, and I always like, let's move to the south so you can do this year round. He was so good at doing that, you know, but he didn't. It was like insisting like it wasn't a thing. So, and finances didn't split us up, but I'm just saying, like, it would have been an easier situation if he didn't have to find a job every single year when winter rolled around. You know what I mean? It puts a lot of strain on the family. But we all make our choices, you know? And I tell him all the time, like, he has a knack for it. But New England is just not the place unless you plow and you get money through the winter and there's security there, you know? So I think, like I said, I wouldn't be here if we didn't split. You know, I wouldn't be. I know for a fact I wouldn't be sitting in this chair. So this person is going through the same exact thing. Like, where did I go wrong? That song, oh Lord, where did I go wrong? It's not the right tune, but that's what this is, you know? And it's almost like disbelief. So somebody's ego is definitely in the way. They didn't want to confront their own demons, their own shadow. So I do feel like you're dealing with somebody who's dealing with that Scorpio shadow right now. And I have a funny feeling I'm going to repeat that reading, and it's just kind of going to be similar. I'm going to try my best not to get that energy, but there's a good chance that energy is going to come back into the reading. I'm not going to lie, because the shadow overpowers the light right now because of Pluto retrograde on top of it. And these energies should already be working with this new moon. So for weeks now, they've just kind of been putzing around. And for some of you guys, you all know each other. And I'm hearing cousins. You could have been dating a cousin or something. You all know each other, so it makes it very awkward. You know what I mean? Or you're a family friend, so it changes the family dynamic. But again, like, it was supposed to happen because somebody here, over here, was meant to break family conditioning. And right now, they're still like, well, if I get on a new path, like, my family's going to freaking hate me. That's something that this person is dealing with right now. And they have to realize themselves, like, happiness matters. And this person, it's like they can even convince themselves that, you know, they could live in the matrix for sure. But they know they're not compatible with this energy. They know they're not compatible. So they could have started off something karmic. Because, guys, I'm a healer. I work with karma, right? So I'm telling you, like, once again, when you start off something karmic, or you cheat on somebody, or you don't heal from something from the past, or you don't bring something to acknowledgement and you just jump into something else, like, I don't care if you're with somebody for 30 years, you will end up not together. It's a fact. It is a straight up fucking fact. Unless you're like in your 50s and 60s and it's rocky, but you know better and you can work through it. But I don't think that's the case. This is somebody who had a family, somebody, you know, children, somebody, you know, who, you know, is old enough to work through these lessons to live a happy life. And there's a life purpose here. So that tells me this person is probably mid 30s to early 50s, because they still have a purpose, you know. And our purpose with my channel is later in life, and it's just the way it rolled for us. You know what I mean? We weren't born with a silver spoon. I guarantee it, because we're a tribe and we still all stick together through this. I'm not a normal tarot reader. I'm not, you know, does that make sense? I don't need the tarot to read the energy. The tarot just gives me a story. Yeah, see, I feel like there needs to be like separation here. I do have a half hour. Let's try to get a quick Scorpio. But I do want to read it differently, not like how I've been reading it, because I don't want the shadow side of Scorpio. Okay? I want it's almost like the outcome. The shadow side's going to be here because that's what people are working through. And even my spirituals are working through some type of shadow, not to the depth of other people, but there's always something to see, learn, acknowledge, be aware of. Ooh, you hear the squeaking? Haven't heard that in a while. Scorpio light. And again, I'm telling you, I know there's still going to be shadow, but you got justice, doing the right thing, finding the balance, going after what it is you want, not being shy. Could be a private investigator here. You have the Queen of Earth, working hard. You have the Emperor, taking the lead. You could be waiting for an Emperor, or you could be waiting for this energy to kick in. It's also Aries energy. It's also strong Mars. And then you have Mercury here too. So again, this is all about doing the right thing. And you got that 8 of air. I don't feel like you're stuck, but you do have, you know, 4 major arcana here, which is telling me you have to work on something. You have to nurture something. You have to take the lead with something. Put your soul into it. You can do it, put your back into it. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know here about you and this other, well, not you and this other energy. We already know there's a shadow. And there's a slightly a shadow there and slightly a shadow there, shadow there, shadow there. But it's, again, like it's a different shadow. This is something you need to work through. And it's very powerful. Shadow, if you can work through a shadow, Scorpio shadow, congratulations. I feel like this is going to be something that you can work through, that you're meant to work through. And there's the Fool with a new journey. And then you have Judgment rising. It's almost like an awakening here too. Put some emotion into it. You can do it, put your back into it. The Six of Wands. So something here can definitely be successful. You need to step into the light. Step into the light. I love the beginning of that song. I haven't heard it in so long. Dun, 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 dun. Jesus. Understanding, refocus. Now what? Dark Night of the Soul, Justice. It's like knock, knock. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Union. There we go. Shake it up, baby, now. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. You can definitely work through this. You have forgiveness. Devotion. I didn't even ask for anything here. I guess I'm just getting other messages. Commitment. Metamorphosis. Oh, yeah? Good morning, you guys. Good morning. If you stick to something, this isn't, I'm sorry, too. Like, so there's an apology here. You could be apologizing. Somebody else is going to be apologizing. There is something you can transform here. You are going to have to make a judgment call. Use your soul. Go within. Take the lead. Think about it. Give yourself some time. This doesn't necessarily mean a commitment with somebody. It could be, but it's committing to whatever you're devoted to, like working hard on something here. And again, like, it's not that strong shadow energy that needs to be pushed through. It's lighter in the sense of like, you can do it. Like, you know how to work with dark energy. It's like you have a dark wing on one shoulder and a light wing on the other. Like, you can balance light and dark. So I know you guys can make the right decision here, because there is a purpose here with the Fool. You are starting new. This is a massive rise of the Phoenix type energy, especially with metamorphosis being here and following your soul with the Hermit. Like, use your soul as you take this journey, as you step into this like new life, this new dimension, this new energy, this new thought process, whatever this is for you. Like, stay dedicated to yourself, your education, your body, your health. Like, this is positive, and I'm telling you, like, you can work through this shadow. It's not the same shadow. Like, everybody has to work through Pluto retro. Everybody in the entire world, right? You're able to do this. You're able to maneuver. You're not skipping steps. You can actually maneuver through this. Let's get this best advice for forgiveness. And this could be work too with devotion. You got shine that came through in the other reading too. Like, you could be in the spotlight and this is just like using your energy, and this is like letting go of some type of resentment too, and you got forgiveness. So either somebody throat chakra, holy shit. Holy shit and balls. Just got pulled a Cheech and Chong. This is somebody coming in and asking for your forgiveness, or this is forgiving a situation that you've been through. And I've always said to you guys, like, you don't always have to forgive. You know what I mean? Like, everyone thinks you should, and you just move on in life, and but no, some things aren't meant to be forgiven, and it is what it is, guys. Like, things are meant to be shut down. You just can't carry the resentment. So if there's any resentment, tell yourself, I'm ready to let go of that resentment towards this situation or that situation or multiple situations. Please help me cut this cord. Please help me, talk to your guides about this. And then move forward. Others of you, it's like somebody coming towards you for forgiveness. And this is like, forgive this person, forgive this energy, forgive yourself for the mistakes you made, and move on. You can't keep apologizing to somebody until you're blue in the fucking face. Like, I don't know if you're dealing with that other person that's in the shadow energy and they're apologizing like crazy to someone else, or like to you, whatever the case may be. And it's like, it's not necessary. Move on. You don't owe this person an explanation. So somebody feels obligated. So again, I think you're smart enough. If somebody comes towards you, you're going to know how to work through something. So for some of you, this is definitely work with the Fool, commitment, and the Emperor, taking the lead, doing what it is you like, love, not worried about other people. It feels right. This is a step in a new direction that always affects other energies. You guys can definitely do this. You got this. Meditation, you kind of have that there. I think there's something happening while you sleep. There's that new beginning. Take it, step into it. You create it. Don't wait for somebody to come in with an opportunity. You create it. Okay, so you're actually creating in the shadow right now. And like I said, there's something with dreams. It's like somebody's being affected with dreams, even possible past life, and then take action with the leadership here. So some of you, and then communication. So some of you is this other energy coming towards you, but it's also on you to put up healthy boundaries, or work with certain energies. It's up to you to forgive this energy, especially with judgment being here, relationship healing. So this does seem to be between you and somebody else, and you should be working with Gaia right now. So it is a lesson. So this person's going through massive lessons, but you're also, I think your lesson here is to forgive somebody, a situation, and work on a situation here. And again, it could be work, could be just a work contract, like physical work, not like working on a relationship. You can work on a relationship, but it could actually be like work as in finances. So you're making a judgment call in regards to whether or not you're going to work on a new project, whether or not you're going to allow somebody to work with you on a new project. You are starting in the shadow, so it is karmic, but everything's karmic. This can turn into something beautiful, whatever this is. I definitely feel like this is linked to a life purpose. There's a reason for everything, and whatever this is matters. It's a big deal. It could be a big deal in the sense of cutting somebody off too. Like, I forgive you, I'm done, I'm moving on. But this does involve you and somebody else. slowly getting your toes wet and working on what's best for you. Working on healing, working on resentment, working on pain, you know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be trauma bonding. This would be something positive and uplifting. But you're going to have to work through the shadow side of Scorpio to move on to the first house with the Fool being here. And Aries energy with the first house. Communication with Aquarius energy being here. In the 11th house, working through Pisces. I don't remember what Pisces read was. I did it separately yesterday. Oh, conscious manifestation. Can't believe I remember, because it was a big deal. Could be something with the number 8. 17th. Something the 8th, maybe this Saturday. 160 days. It's the 6th. Yeah, your best advice, emotional healing. And that's exactly what I said. Healing together, having the courage to heal together. Or heal something together. So this is telling me somebody is working through that heavy shadow and wanting to work on something. So whatever this is for you, and it could be a new person entering your life too, or a new project, it's going to be emotionally healing. You don't need a person to come into your life to emotionally heal old wounds. It's not a thing. Okay. So, and this is not trauma bonding. This is just moving forward, accepting how life has been and be positive on how life will be. And try to stay current. Just try to focus on here and now. And if this doesn't have to do with another person, just, focus on your damn self. Take the lead with something. Follow your soul. Do the right thing. Don't allow other energies to hold you back. Make a decision. Don't be indecisive. Work on it. Get into the spotlight. Start working on that project. Because this is more like borderline fear, but you can take control of this. Again, like step into the light, but like you're also working with the shadow. So it's like you're rocking your black wings, and that's extremely empowering. But it's almost like, if you notice, you don't want to see something. You can't see the eyes here. You can't see him here. You can't see him here. You can't see him here. You can see one here, that one barely. You know what I mean? It's like it's time to come out of your shell, especially a turtle. You know what I mean? It's like it's time to get out there. Start living life again. Put effort into yourself. Put effort into your work. Put effort into your new journey. Follow your soul. Healthy body. Mother Earth. Get outside. Work with that. Grounding. Work with certain stones. Purification. So you're going through clear quartz, something big. Inner child. Healing. Emotional healing. Grounding. And the Hermit, please. Forgiveness. So, your soul wants something. So, have that respect to go after it. Don't let resentment hold you back here. Don't let family hold you back. Don't let your shadow hold you back. do what it is you want to do, be with whoever it is you want to be with, go wherever it is you want to go, create what you want to create, and shine. Live your life. Be free. Manifest. To me, you already manifested something. You're on your way. I'm really getting pulled to this malachite. Again, like I think there's a gift here with this inner child energy. So this is you taking the lead. And it's that balance with justice there that I talked about. Spiritual awakening to something new and just peaceful energy. You know, stepping out of that shadow with the black obsidian, finding the balance, grounding yourself. Just getting outside will ground you. So this is really about energy. You feel stuck. You don't feel like you're you. You feel like, you know, it's in the universe's hands. Like, don't let your worries go. Just go outside, garden, do something. Like, just you even being outside will shift your energy, especially if you don't have answers to things. Like, you can gain a perspective, you know, because this really is a big deal, and you can work through this. This is a massive transformation. Like, you've already stepped into this pinnacle, but you haven't done anything with it yet. Like, day by day, just kind of like aging, but not aging in a bad way. I don't want to say you're wasting time, but there is something in life that you need to make time for. Accept a certain situation, work with it, be flexible, make time for it. And healers, some of you guys are just healers, but it's the overall energy. Okay, so, you know, coming to terms with something and being flexible. And if this is work, you know, you create your own work, make sure, which is always nice because you can have a more flexible schedule, but I feel busy. So make time to spend time with yourself and Gaia, and, you know, what brings you your happiness at the end of the day, or what makes you feel better at the end of the day. You know, if it makes you feel better at the end of the day, play with it, work with it, go for it, think about it, study it. You know what I mean? Enjoy it. Got one life. I'll be back later to wrap up Cancer. Love you guys. It might be something with the number 3, because I think it was only Aries that had a singular read. Now Cancer, and because it was the shadow side, and Scorpio, but individual videos, Cancer and Aries. So you could be working with 4th house energy, where you just kind of talks about stability, but also like a resting period too. So again, you might want to work with like meditation, or, you know, just put feng shui on in the background, open the windows, you know, rearrange furniture, simple little things that can help you work through this 1st house, which is Mars, and 4th house, which is the moon. Okay, so that's kind of heavy energy that people need to maneuver around, and it's doing it with love and compassion and self-worth. It says a lot that those 2 zodiacs have their own individual reads. So there would be some type of topic on that when I read Cancer later. And to me, it's not even Cancer, it's 4th house energy. 1st house and 4th house. And combining that energy to working with that energy to push through this energy, if that makes sense. Okay. Because Mars and the moon are completely different energies, and Mars can be extremely aggressive. The moon is not aggressive, so it's more compassionate. It's water, so it's we'll get into it after. I love you guys. Oh, and then there's actually 84, which is that I can see that are not subscribers, and then 14 likes, and then we have 84, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? Which is a 3. And 333 is 130, 37. So 4s and 3s, and I just was told 8 and 6. I love you guys. We'll see you shortly.